Hello and welcome to a DFS strategy video for the 2024 Travelers Championship. My name is Eric and I'm here with SweetSpotDFS to go over everything you need to know in order to hit the optimal lineup this week. I am currently in a rainstorm and I'm going to show you what the radar looks like for me. So if you all are coming here from Byron's stream, which hopefully you all did, let's check this out. So Byron is down here. Let's see if I can get it to play. We'll refresh. But yeah, it started to pour out my window again. So even before I was streaming, I was working my 9-to-5 job. I think Byron must be down here somewhere. But you travel up I-35 and you get close to where I'm at. I'm right up here. And water's leaking through the windows all over the place. I've got a sump pump right above me right now that's pouring water out away from me. So I really have no idea how long I have. You know what's funny about this too? You see the direction that this is traveling? It's traveling from southwest to northeast. It's the only rain that hits us. And I'm actually up here, right up here. So northern Minnesota, we're getting hit hard. And if I had pictures to show you, it's not good. I think part of our town is underwater, so we have some flooding going on. So yeah, we're gonna do this one quick. We're gonna go real fast. We're gonna go over all the things super quick. But first, let me go over giveaways. Be subscribed and comment. That's how you get entries into the giveaway. Like Eric Carnivore, what's going on, man? And then on replay, when my stream goes after it goes live, it goes on replay, so then it just becomes a video. Go comment on that. That's how you get another entry into the giveaway. Those are the easy ways to do it. I also have a prize picks giveaway. It's more of a rebate, so use the link in the description below. Go sign up if you haven't already. Put $20 in your account and I will give you $20 back. It's really, I'm the only content creator that's doing that, where I'm giving you additional money for using the SweetSpot promo code. Otherwise, I do the same thing everyone else does. You get a deposit match up to $100. Everyone's doing that, so it's not even special when it comes to everyone else. So if you're not on Prize Picks, sign up using the promo code SweetSpot, put $20 in your account, and I will give you $20 back. But again, up to $100 is a deposit match, so you can do that as well. Let's go ahead and run the giveaway, the weekly giveaway. By the way, last week's US Open giveaway winner did not win, so I think it's you, AJ, right? AJ, you, let me see. I think it, yeah. Yep. AJ, you're getting $100. Unless Daniel Bold somehow comes into the chat right now and tells me, I'm here. And then I'll split it between you. You guys will get 50. But AJ, you are either getting 50 or you're getting 100. So congratulations to you. Weekly subscriber giveaway for this week. Everyone who participated on the US Open videos, whether it was the roll calls or it was the course information, like the replays, like I didn't have a lot of interaction. I mean, thank you, Joanne, Gabe, Barry, for your interaction on the replays. If you want additional entries into the giveaway, go do them there. So again, when this comes out, well, I shouldn't say go do them there. That's already closed. Don't go to the US Open videos because it won't matter. But when this one finishes the live, go hit that. Go check out the replay. You don't even have to watch it. Just go into it while it's playing, leave a comment, and you'll get an additional entry that way. And if you want a topic, because some people need topics, just give me your favorite golfer you're playing this week. That's simple enough, right? Okay. Like I said, I'm going to try to go through this as fast as possible. So, change some things with my camera settings. Our winner for this weekly giveaway is Jim Lemoyne. Jim had 3 entries. This one came from roll call number 1 during the strategy video. So congratulations, Jim. All right. That is our giveaway winner. Let's just get right into the next part of it. And we're going to get right into the video. Like I said, I'm going fast. We're going fast. Talking about the course and tournament information, we start with the tournament fact sheets. If you don't know where to find this, you can see it right at the top of the screen, gcsaa.org. Go there, go to the scroll at the bottom of the website. You'll see tournament fact sheets. I will also provide a link on the website at some point in time where you can just go to the GCSAA from that link, check out the tournament fact sheets. Simple as that. I like going over this because it gives you data points to research. You get the tournament, you get the golf course, the par, yardage, but of course, most importantly, I go over the turf grass. And while we're here, guess what? This is on the cheat sheet. Do you know where you can find the cheat sheet? You can find it in a link for it in the description below, but you can also find it on SweetSpotDFS.com. Go there, create an account, super simple, super easy. It's under fantasy tools. Go to cheat sheet. I've had this website open for like all day, so we'll see how how it responds. I might have been logged out. Who knows? We'll see. But you can come here to the cheat sheet. You can find, or you can use the cheat sheet from this page, or you click here. When you click there, it will just send you the cheat sheet. Now, here's the interesting thing about this week that I did for you guys. You know, I was just talking to you about grass stats. Whether it's, well, I said it's the most important thing. We didn't actually go over the grass stats. You can find them in the course fit. Now, I provided two dream sheets for you. You can either use the dream sheet that has bent grass and POA, because those are the two grasses. If I come back to the tournament fact sheets, you can see bent grass and POA is used, or this is an option to you. I thought about providing both, but I was like, I don't really need to provide both. I can just provide the two of them for you. And what I mean by both is like including all three of them in. We have Pete Dye. Now, I provide Pete Dye stats because he is a very unique architect, and golfers who are good on Dye events tend to just be good at all Pete Dye events. Not always, but you do see some common similarities in their results. So you can either choose the alternate event tab underneath, and let me just drag this up. You can see all the tabs down here. This is under alternate event to find the Pete Dye. Again, they're the same sheet. Dream sheet, alternate sheet. You can also find the bucket system here. So all three of these tabs are available to you. There is no price conversion this week, so don't use that tab. There's no reason to. Last week during the US Open with the 5K range, obviously we went over that just because the pricing was weird. This week, not so much. We have $12,500 down to $6,000. So simple as that. Okay. You can. I brought all this up because go to the website SweetSpotDFS.com to find the cheat sheet. You can also, while you're there, find the optimizer and everything else that I'll be covering in this video. So you can find a link in the description, or just go SweetSpotDFS.com. But again, turf grass, most important thing to me, and then architect Pete Dye. Like I said, very, very. You know, when it comes to like, if you wanted to weight this, if you're using 100 weights, put like 5 into Pete Dye. Normally I say 1. I think this week you can do 5. So check that out. And then there's additional notes for you guys to read. Not going to go over again. I want to go through this fast. I want to go fast. So tournament. This is a signature event. There is no cut because it is not player hosted. That's the, you know, always the rule of thumb. If it's player hosted, there is a cut. There won't be a cut this week. So all 71 golfers will be playing 4 rounds of golf. Your strength of field 718. Again, you can use that for data, for researching. That's a data point for researching. And I was talking about salaries, 12.5 down to 6. That's pretty common. That's what we're used to. I think that's all I have to say. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't have anything else to go over the course and tournament information. Like I said, we're going fast. Fast. I have to take all my filters out. I forgot about this. But anyways, going over past optimal and GPP winning lineups. We start in 2017, where your optimal lineup left $300 on the table. Jordan Spieth at 10, Berger 9, Charlie Hoffman 7, 6, 7, 7. If you're unfamiliar with how with this whole segment and why I talk about it, past optimal and GPP winning lineups allow us to analyze what salaries have worked in the past. A lot of times we want to know what the strength of field is, all that good stuff, and figure out, does the cream rise to the top, or do we find a lot of odd price tags up inside the top 10? That's what I want you guys to pay attention to. As I go through this really quickly, I'm not going to explain it entirely, but 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6 is usually the method we like to use around here. You could make 2 substitutions and be just fine. You go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6. That's one substitution. You go 10, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6. That's 2 substitutions. Like, you could do anything around that, but you kind of just want to stick around with that core 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. I'm not going over the secondary lineup. In 2018, again, I gotta remove all my views. Your optimal lineup left $800 on the table. It went 8, 9, 8, 7, 7, 8. So this is a Chad Eckert special. And by the way, that is the Fantasy Golf Pod sponsors this segment of the video, the stream. So go check him out. Wednesdays, he likes to do the wheel, which is very entertaining. The fact that the wheel gets most winners right than all of us. Go check that out. But yeah, he loves peppering the AK range. Maybe this is a week to do it, but again, it is different. It's a signature event. There is no cut. There's only 70 golfers in the field, whereas before this used to be... Was this an invitational, or did we have 156 in the field? We had 156 in the field most of the time for when this tournament is played. So this week will be slightly different, but we can still use what we learn. Your optimal lineup in 2019 left $4,100 on the table. Don't do that. That's very unrealistic. I actually did create a more realistic lineup that only left $700 on the table. But you can see the $5 GPP winning lineup left $600 on the table, and it had 6 golfers inside the top 10. So why I like going over this, why I like going over everything is, if you want to win a GPP, you're probably going to have a perfect lineup. So again, we're reviewing everything we possibly can. But I'm not going to go over the optimal. Leaving that much money on the table is ridiculous. Don't do that. But the sweet spot optimal, you would have started with a 10, you would have had a 9, an 8, a 7, and a 6. All 6 of those golfers were inside the top 8. That would have won you a GPP. I guarantee you it. So, but the GPP winning lineup, by the way, started with a 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. So in case you were wondering, did they also do it? Yes, they did. That is how they won the GPP in 2019. 2020 was COVID, and there were only 2 events prior to it, but I still kept track. The optimal lineup, that's a lot of money left on the table. That's silly. Your Millie Maker winning lineup, though, had an 11K golfer in it, 9,800, 9,400, and then a bunch of 6K golfers. So that was kind of interesting. The sweet spot optimal had a 10, 9, 9, 7, 7, 6. So pretty close to a 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6, 9,000 flat. So again, keep following that. 2021, your optimal lineup left $700 on the table, and that consisted of 8, 6, 8, 9, 6, 10, or a different way to say that is a 10, 9, 8, 8, 6, 6. That is following the 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6 with 2 substitutions. Your GPP winning lineup started with a 10K golfer and Patrick Reed. That's crazy. 9, 8, 8, 7, 6. And where's the last guy? That's 6 golfers? It sure is. Use up 50,000 of the salary. So to repeat that, that's 10, 9, 8, 8. So 2 8s. So 10, 9, 2 8s, a 7, and a 6. Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to cruise through this. I see the chat's going crazy. I will get to you guys as I get after I get through the segment. Your optimal left, what, $3,700 on the table in 2022. That's a 10, 7, 6, 6, 6, 10. So 10, 10, 7, and 3 6s. That's crazy. Don't, like I said, never follow that. That's too hard to hit, and that's ridiculous. Your GPP winning lineup was a 10, 10, 8, 7, 7, 7. That's very interesting. And then the sweet spot optimal was a 10, 10, 9, 7, 6, 6. And guess what? That is 2 substitutions. No 8K golfer because we subbed up to a 9, and just one 7K golfer because we subbed one of the 7s down to a 6. So there you go. In 2023, your optimal left $600 on the table. Started with a 10, 10, 7, 7, 6, 6. So that's kind of the most common theme, is like a 10 and a 10, or a 10 and 2 9s, or just that 1 year going completely conservative, safe. Forget the word I'm looking for. Balanced. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Where there was like 3 or 4 8K golfers. But more often than not, we see it pretty heavy, like stars and scrubs for this Travelers Championship. Just to go over your GPP winning lineup, that was a 10, 9, 4 7s. Yeah, 10, 9, and 4 7s. Okay, and then your sweet spot optimal was a 10, 9, 7, 7, 7, 6. So many ways you can get there, but it included a 6K golfer. That, you know what, that concludes the pass optimal and GPP winning lineups. But if we're looking at this week's tournament, just to wrap it up and conclude what we just learned, there are only 71 golfers in the field. You have 3 10K golfers, you know, 6 9K golfers. I was gonna say a handful of golfers, but one more than a handful. And then 10 8K golfers, which is pretty normal. 10 8K golfers is pretty normal. I think you just stick to the 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. Because honestly, if you're not playing Scotty or Xander, then you're just going to be different. Not saying different can't win, but I don't think it's necessary this week. Personally, I think Scotty just comes back. He had a case of the lefts when he was playing at the US Open, and then when you're down that far, it's hard to make it up at the US Open. You need to have 4 flawless rounds of golf. So I'm not too concerned about his 41st place. That's probably got to be one of his worst finishes in a very long time. I'm going back to Scotty. If I'm not playing Scotty, I'm playing Xander. And I'll be sprinkling in Ludwig. I mean, like I just showed you guys, you can put 2 10K golfers together. You can put an 11 and a 10 together. I don't know so much about a 10 or a 12 and a 10. We shall see. And by the way, I'm probably going to build lineups really fast at the end of this, at the end of the stream. I just pulled up the radar earlier in the stream. Go check it out. If you're not aware, but there's a flood warning where I live. I've already had water pour through the windows. Do you remember last Tuesday? It's the same thing, but worse. So, I have towels, paper towels, stuff like that are clogging up the windows. I have a sump pump running above me. So again, we're trying to go through this fast. I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time on lineups. I'm probably just going to build lineups for those that are members, honestly. And maybe I'll do some like through email or whatever, but I can't spend too much time. Plus, it's a thunderstorm too, so power could just literally go out any point in time. Just giving you a little heads up. All right, I forgot to pull up the US Open, because I think that's what I want to do next, is review the US Open just to show you guys how well it did. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I post the optimal lineup and the sweet spot optimal for every event. And like I said, I'm going fast, so I'm just going to spoil it. The optimal lineup was the sweet spot optimal. So I can go to the buckets. You're going to see all the buckets right here were successful. All 36 of 36 buckets were successful. I personally went 100% on Scotty Scheffler. And by 100%, I mean 99. Because out of 240 lineups, only 11 were non-Scotty lineups. That's it. So I went full Scotty last week. The only thing that saved me were my Rainmakers contests. So I was almost able to make up all my money. But when you go heavy on Scotty and 2 other 10K plus golfers are 1-2, you are not going to win any money. But the sweet spot optimal was the optimal lineup. I guess we can just look right here. And if the sweet spot optimal is the optimal, you already know that the Marquee Tee Times were 100% correct. So, gosh, I really don't have to. Here, let's go over the Marquee Tee Times. I'm not really going to go over the golfers, really. in group 1, it was Rory. And by the way, I will go over the Marquee Tee Times for this week's tournament. And yes, we're using Marquee Tee Times because we haven't been proven wrong, especially with these signature events. So let's go over the Marquee Tee Times for the US Open. And again, this is how it applies. You want to select 2 to 4 golfers from the Marquee Tee Times to put in your lineups. I go over this every single week. I review last week's tournament and I go over this week's tournament. It never changes. It's always successful. So why stop and why not listen to it? Rory was in the optimal lineup. He finished second. Bryson was in the optimal lineup. He won the tournament. That's 2 golfers in the Marquee Tee Times. But oh wait, Tony Finau was in the Marquee Tee Time. He was a 3rd golfer. You're going to see a few golfers from the GPP winning lineup. That's the golfer here in blue. So Bryson was one. Henley was another. Finau and Oberg, they played together. So you could still win a GPP with playing golfers that played together, but you're not going to hit the optimal lineup. And then, yeah, Matsuyama was just below it. So 3 golfers were in the Marquee Tee, from the Marquee Tee Times, were in the optimal lineup, and they didn't play together. That's the other rule. Like I said, I'm going through this fast. Byron, I see you in the chat. Did you send the rain up to us? I showed chat in the beginning of where maybe you were located because I see Iowa's just getting hit hard. But yeah, we're getting it too, man. We're getting all of the rain. So that was that's your review of the US Open from the SweetSpot process. Optimal scored 494, SweetSpot Optimal scored 494, and your GPP winning lineup scored 470.5. Like we obliterated. We got the perfect lineup using the SweetSpot process. So there really isn't anything else to say about going over the US Open. Let's review the combo buckets. So a member, which I'm happy had said this to me. He goes, "Hey, we're paying for this information. Why are you giving it away for free?" I said, "You're absolutely right. I shouldn't be doing that." And so I'm going to show you last week's combo buckets. And after the stream, I'm going to update it with this week's combo buckets. So let's check it out once it loads. So we're all figuring this out at the same time. Now, what I mean by that is we went over the 7K combo buckets at the Genesis Invitational, or really from the American Express and on. And we're at like 15 out of 18 weeks, or maybe 15 out of 19 now, maybe 16 out of 19. I can't remember, but we're at a high percentage where these combo buckets hit. And for the 7K combo buckets, I'm going to go to this one first. This is for free members. If you're not on SweetSpotDFS.com, go do it now. I'm going to go into incognito mode and I'm going to show you how easy it is to sign up. All you got to do is go to login right at the top right, join now right here, select free. Look at this. It's super simple. If you're not on here, and by the way, a lot of my giveaways going in the future are going to be giving you memberships away. So all you got to do is fill out this information. It's as simple as that. That's how you can go check out the 7K combo buckets, because you do have to be a free member in order to see that. For the 10, 9, 8, and even 6K combo buckets, you do need to be a paying member, and you can find that either on the homepage, or if you do have an account, you can actually change your account membership from if you click the little dude up at the top right, that'll go to your account information, or you can just click here. And I think that probably will change it, maybe. But yeah, I have weekly, monthly, yearly, and founding member. I will be putting a database to this. I am so close to being done. I did not have time to work on it this weekend because I had a golf tournament that ran 2 days. And the previous week, I also had 2 golf tournaments that were on a Friday and a Sunday. It's golfing season, baby. It's difficult to put everything together, but I'm still grinding it out. So when it comes to 7K combo buckets for the US Open, normally you want to select 1 to 2 golfers from tier 1, and this is going to work for all of the combo buckets. But what I've been finding out is this 7K range was like 40, 50 golfers deep. I now know, in the past, what I was doing was like 10 or 20% of the player pool. It was actually 20 or 30% of the player pool. The top was tier 1. And I don't know how many golfers are here, but it would be, I'd go down 8 golfers. So probably down to Sergio is where I would go, or maybe even Nikolai Højgaard. That's where the first line should have been. I tried something different this week. By the way, Aaron Rai wasn't going to hurt you. I think you could have won a GPP playing Aaron Rai, but that would have been the one guy in tier 1 that you wanted to play. Tier 2 probably would have extended way down here, to be quite honest with you. I would have only had like the tier 3 being up to probably Brian Harmon or maybe even Cameron Davis. So you would have had 2 golfers from the bottom, which changes things because one guy was in the optimal lineup, that was Corey Connors, and the other guy, Russell Henley, was in the GPP winning lineup. So I'm still fine-tuning this, trying to figure out the quote-unquote sweet spot, how to figure it out. But I'm still going over it, and I'm still using these. Like, I use these when I'm building my lineups. But I primarily use the 10, 9, 8 combo buckets. Like, if there was ever a reason to play Tony Finau, who was in the optimal lineup, looking at the AK combo buckets would have been it. And this, I think we would have just stayed the same. It would have been the top 2 here, and then this middle section and the bottom section. And Will Zalatoris, dead last, good reason not to play him. Tommy Fleetwood, maybe a good reason not to play him, although he finished 16th. But Tony Finau, I don't know if anybody was really talking about him last week. I played a bunch of Tony Finau because of this. I played a lot of Hideki Matsuyama because of this. And despite not getting my money back, that was more of a Scotty thing. If I would have just pivoted from Scotty to, say, Bryson or whoever, boom, it would have been great. 9K combo buckets. Ludwig was in your GPP winning lineup. Cantlay would have been pretty good, but really nobody out of this 9K combo bucket section was in the, I mean, it's not really, it's actually no golfer from the 9K combo buckets were in the optimal lineup. And that's the one thing that reminds me to tell you guys. You still have to follow the buckets first. The combo buckets are just it's a layer deeper, basically. You shouldn't really start with the combo buckets. Maybe you could start with finding your 2 anchor plays, but from there, you should still just go to the buckets. Use the entire bucket system projections to figure out which golfers to play. Because here's the thing. You see the 10K combo buckets under LY, it's just green numbers, right? 3, 2, 10, 20, 17. That was what their result was the year before. The LW bucket here, you have 1, 15, 8, blank, blank. These are buckets. Last year buckets, last week buckets. If we come down here, you're going to see those are the same buckets down here. And guess what? Remember, we have projections. There's a minimum and a maximum. So if you're selecting golfers, say if you select Scotty, who was a last year 3, last week 1. No, that's not right. They both would have been their number 1 buckets for their stat category. So last year 1 would have been his bucket for last year. Last week 1 would have been his bucket for last week because they're both inside the top 20. If we scroll down to like Colin Morikawa, he has the same buckets. Now, okay, Scotty's the wrong choice, but let's say Rory. Let's use Rory because Rory works. You go down to Morikawa, he has those same buckets. If I scroll down to, I guess Matt Fitzpatrick wouldn't have been the guy, but Fleetwood, he's in the same buckets. Like, that's how you can get really narrow, and maybe you would have gotten it correct, but you don't necessarily want to live that way. You don't want to be building lineups that way because you will pigeonhole yourself into overextending with buckets. And what I mean by that is if I pull up the optimizer, which you can request on SweetSpotDFS.com, you're going to see there's min and maxes. So if you go over this max, which you can't do on the optimizer, you're doing it wrong. If the buckets were 100% correct, if the Sweet Spot optimal was the optimal, and you got overzealous with selecting golfers from the combo buckets that had the same buckets as each other, that's how you mistakenly use the combo buckets. And that's something I forget to tell myself at times because I kind of can fall in love with looking at all of this. But again, this is available to you at SweetSpotDFS.com. You have to be a paying member. The 6K combo buckets, Neil Shipley, if you go watch my stream, Neil Shipley was the dude I was talking about. I had said this. Let me make something very clear. Tier 3, I told you this should actually be tier 1. I think because of how weird the US Open is, it just changed. It must have just flipped somehow. I don't know how. But I think you treat tier 3 as tier 1. And also the names that are in this combo bucket in tier 3, you wanted to play. And then tier 2, we just don't know. Nobody worth value really in here. A great way to kind of ignore them. And same with tier 1. If you were to treat this as tier 3, great way to ignore 80 golfers and just focus on 10 from tier 3, maybe, if that. You had Matthew Pavon that was in the optimal lineup, and Davis Thompson in the optimal lineup. So US Open was weird, and that's also why we use our eyeballs when we look at the stuff. If previous tournaments, it's just very clear we want to select tier 1 because there's good names in that bucket, then we do that. This year, if you look, I went over it. It's just a bunch of guys who qualified, and it had to do with a lot with how many combo buckets finished inside the top 10 that these guys were a part of. So if it was course history last year, blank blank, that showed up 7 times inside the top 10 over the last 9 years. And the same applies for last year, last week, recent for, like, you go down the list and you see how many instances those combo buckets were inside the top 10, and it's just a rank order. So that's where we use logic to kind of figure out, nah, we don't want to do this. So anyways, those were the combo buckets. Again, I'll update this after the stream with the Travelers Championship combo buckets. I already have them done. But you can hit the 7K combo buckets just by signing up on SweetSpotDFS.com. And like I said before, the optimizer, if you want to request that, it's here as well. So that's all I have to say about the combo buckets. Let's jump into the... Actually, let me catch up with chat really quick. I see you all, guys. I see you all. I'm sorry for ignoring you. Let me say my hellos. Eric Carnivore, what's going on, man? Don't you go swimming? Well, you know what's funny? My mom was telling me that in this town back when she was younger, that it had gotten a flood like this before and people were actually swimming in the streets. Like canoeing even. So, funny. Daryl Mooney, what's going on, man? I'm here. AJ, you're welcome. Joshua Maz, howdy, sir. You won 60 cents last week, AJ? That's awesome, dude. Daryl goes, salary buckets helped me last week, but 7K bucket missed. That's a first time in a long while it missed. I know, man. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I just went over it. I think maybe it was... we'll figure it out. I think the 7K combo bucket this week is actually just fine, to be quite honest. Had a 430-point lineup with Koepka in it. Ooh, dang, man. That would have been great. That was Shot Like Harden said that. Going through all of these. Looks like we had an MMA winner. That's awesome. Won $30 in basketball last night. That's good too. Daryl says, I'm currently in Florida for 2 weeks. Feel your pain. Glad we still get to do DFS and Rainmakers though. There we go. All right. Oh, Byron's in the chat. Just need the music. Yeah, we were playing the music no matter what. We have a flood going on. We're just doing all this. Joanne, what's going on? You're fading Scotty this week? Okay. Charlie Harden says I was at 70% Scotty and the other 30% were amazing for me. Got lucky. There we go. That's all it takes, really. Like, that's the one thing I think about when building lineups. If I'm being honest, I got lazy with lineup building. I don't remember what was going on last week, but I was prepping for a golf tournament myself and wanted to get as much golf in as possible. And also other things were happening too, where it just bogged me down. And then when it came to building lineups Wednesday night, I'm just like, man, I know I want to go heavy on Scotty, and then I just built as many iterations of Scotty lineups as I possibly could that made sense following the combo buckets and everything. And I never do that. If I'm building lineups, what I'm doing is I never go more than 70% on a golfer. Usually I'll set it at, like when you first build with the optimizer, for those that want the optimizer and build lineups with the optimizer, here's what I'll tell you. Build 10 lineups first of golfers that you don't like. Find anchors of golfers you wouldn't play or you're not planning to play. Build 10 lineups with those golfers first. What that'll end up doing is filtering through your 6 and 7, like your low price guys, that are going to constantly show up in the optimizer, but with the exposures, they won't be in some of your lineups. I find that those, what's the word I'm looking for? Those sync my lineups a lot. Those 6 and 7K golfers that tend to be popular with the optimizer, they can sync my lineups because it just continues to show up with all the other golfers. So build like 10 lineups with golfers you don't want to play, anchor around golfers you don't want to play, and then that'll balance out the optimizer going forward. Because the first 4 or 5 lineups are kind of weird because it's an Excel operated optimizer, so it's very clunky. Once you get past that 10 lineup threshold, then it starts really gelling. Like Shelly Carden, I don't know how many times we were building lineups for you in the past, 5-6 weeks, where finally towards the end it's like, ooh, this is a good lineup. This is, oh wow, this is a good lineup. This is a good lineup. Like we hit the quote unquote sweet spot of lineup building. That's what I have to remember to tell myself. Build 10 lineups with golfers that I don't want to play. Like this week, I don't remember who it is at the top that I don't want to play. We'll get there, but that's what I would suggest. Yeah, like I said, I got lazy. I should have followed my own rules, never going all in on a golfer. One lineup is all you need. One lineup. So if you're following the buckets, like say if I wanted to build a Bryson lineup and I was like, I'm not going to anchor around Bryson, but I'll build one. Hey, maybe it's not with Rory, but actually I did build some Rory Bryson lineups. I built 2 of them in the 5K winner take all. They had guys who missed the cut. So if you don't get it perfect there, you ain't winning money. But yeah, you certainly can. Lombardi Lee, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. Byron with the what's up, brother? While at work. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh no, I gotta go watch Byron's Travelers Championship video now. The music. Jim Lemoyne, Darbo, how do you build 100% lineups via optimizer? I build lineups like I do on stream. It's 1 by 1. 1 by 1. Oh, Dennis Ames, I didn't even see you. What's going on, man? Yeah, all right. Now that we're caught up with chat, let's get into the bucket system. Yeah, I do have a transition for that. Here you go. Like I said, I'm going fast despite talking to chat. I have to talk to you guys. It's like, why would you be here participating with me if I didn't talk to you? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna teach you how to look at the bucket system. I'm sure you already know. A lot of you guys have followed me for a very long time. If you don't already know, guess what? There's an article on SweetSpotDFS.com. Go check it out under articles. Read what the bucket system's all about. You can also read what the combo buckets are all about. And I also have a video that explains the bucket system. So go here, SweetSpotDFS. Like everything the SweetSpot process has, I shouldn't say everything, but most of the things that are important, you're gonna find there. But let me explain it to you really quick. You can find this on the cheat sheet, like I've said before. You want to be looking at, well, first of all, there are 6 stat categories when it comes to the bucket system. Last year finishing places, last week finishing place, course history, recent form, salaries, and strokes gained stats. Now, strokes gained, I do a little bit different. You're going to want to either read that article or watch the video to understand that. But for each of these stat categories, they have 6 buckets in each of them. You want to be looking at the minimum and the maximum projection, and how it reads is you always want to round down with the minimum. You always want to round up with the maximum. So this very first one, last year ones, we want somewhere between 1 to 4. And if you want to get a little bit cute with it, or narrow it down a little bit more, or I shouldn't even say narrow it down, you can use this conservative projection over here. This wouldn't be narrowing it down, it'd actually be widening it a little bit. This can tell you like what really matters, or it includes the SweetSpot DFS rankings, the score into this projection. So 1 to 4. 4 is the maximum with my old projection system. 3 would be the maximum projection with, or the new maximum. But what I like to do is there always has to be a 2-point buffer between minimum and maximum. So for this particular instance, doesn't really matter. 2.78 rounds up to 3. I would want the minimum always to be a 1 in this scenario, but it already is a 1 because we're rounding down 1.96 down to 1. And then 3.26 goes up to 4. Now, one area where this actually would apply a little bit different is this one. You see last year 5s. These are golfers who missed the cut last year. You round down, that's a 1. You round up, that's a 3. Perfect, you got it. Then you come over here and it's 2.01. Now, if this was 1.99, I would tell you want your minimum to be 0. It's 2.01. Guess what I'm going to tell you? You want your minimum to be 0. And if this is like flying over your head, I have this all in the optimizer. Last year 5s, 0 to 3. All of the buckets, all of the minimum and maximums you can find right here. You don't even have to think about it. You just use the optimizer. Again, request it on SweetSpotDFS.com. And I will be building lineups here shortly using this. So that's how you would read the bucket system. If you want to do it on your own, go check it out. And if you really want to narrow down which golfers to find, what I would recommend is just looking at the anchor buckets. And in order to do that, you'd want to go into the max projection, filter by condition, and go greater than or equal to 2. So basically what I'm doing on the screen, I know it's kind of small to see, but this is how you would filter, or, you know, yeah, filter out by condition. And then to even go further, I would just say less than or equal to, let's just say 20. And that's where you're going to find even less. And if you want to go even lesser than that, you could. But technically, if I get rid of this, these are all of your anchor buckets. All of these right here. I'm not going to go over all of them, but basically you want one golfer out of each of these. Maybe not out of each. Here's, like I told you about this max projection for the conservative max projections. So last year 5s, I wouldn't say you want at least 1 because that would probably be under. 9K golfers, I wouldn't say you want at least 1. I would make that a 0. The rest of them, I guess 8K golfers too, you don't want at least 1. Probably make that a 0 to 3. And again, that's in the optimizer. You can see that right here. 9K 0 to 3, 8K 0 to 3. So it allows it, but it's like, nah, you don't necessarily have to. But that's how you would read the bucket system. Again, you can find this on the cheat sheet. And you can find the cheat sheet either in the link for it in the description below, or go to SweetSpotDFS.com and find it there. Okay, like I said, I'm going fast. Going fast. Let's go over the Marquee Tee Times and then start building lineups. And again, I'm only building lineups for members on YouTube. Members on YouTube. Just for today, because I'm trying to get out of here kind of fast. And going forward, I'm going to put a time limit on the lineups I build. So just be ready for that, Sweet Spot Society, all you guys. Why did it do that? Stupid. All right, let me go back. I don't want that. All right. Can be very finicky. Here are all your Marquee Tee Times. I'm gonna zoom. Oh my God, it did it again for me. Oh my goodness. Whatever. There we go. There we go. We got it. Let me zoom in. That's kind of hard to see. And since there are only 70 golfers in the field, actually I could probably zoom this to 200%. Boom. There are all your Marquee Tee Times. Now here's an interesting thing that I thought about with ranking these moving forward. I think I still use the ranks. I started looking at the score. So you can find this on the cheat sheet. The score is all the way over to the right. This is the Sweet Spot score. Did you know Group 1 and Group 2, when you add up their ranks, so 8 and 6 for Colin and Victor, and 4 and 10, they're both 14. Yet Colin and Victor edge out Cantlay and Finau by points, total points between the two. And it's by like, it's less than 1 point that separates them. So really it's like they're a tie for 1. There is a 4-5 team Marquee Tee Time tie or group tie for 6th place. It's all tied at 39. The sweet spot ranks. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, how am I going to separate this? In the past, I'll be honest, I just went by my favorite groups. This time I went by total score, and that's what got me to think about this. It's like, maybe I should just do total score going forward. Because here's a big thing. If you look at Xander, Xander's paired up with Matthew Pavon, and Matthew Pavon is not ranked very well in the sweet spot model. Their total score is 6th place. It is actually 6th place. However, their group score, the group rank that they have for the sweet spot ranks, is like 11th or 12th. So this was an eyeball thing. Like, I'm including Xander in the Marquee Tee Times. So if you don't agree with it, I understand. But I did it that way. I think that's probably a smarter approach to doing it. But you want 2 to 4 golfers right here. So with that being said, this is also... Okay, hold on. Timeout. I need to do a giveaway. Not so much a giveaway. I need to do a roll call for the giveaway. So I need to give you guys an opportunity to get some entries. I want you to put in the chat. Just type this out for me. Type out Marquee Tee Times. No. Don't do that. Some people don't know how to spell marquee. Just put in sweet spot. The word sweet spot. Technically it's 2 words, but for this brand it's 1 word. Put in sweet spot. And I'm going to give you entries into the giveaway. If I can find the stupid giveaway spreadsheet. Come on, man. There we go. Found it. Oh yeah, I need to remove everything. It is no longer a US Open giveaway. But we'll copy this all over. The US Open giveaway was like a new monthly giveaway. As you can tell, there's a new monthly goal over there to get to 800 subscribers because we hit our 750. So if you're not yet subscribed, by the way, you need to do so in order to get an entry into the giveaway. But yeah, help a brother out. Help a brother out. Okay, there we go. Love to see all the participation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this helps the YouTube algorithm. That's the big thing. I need to find a way to extract it from YouTube so I don't have to hand do this anymore. That would be lovely. I think there is a way, because obviously DGen does. Don't lose the golfer. I'm actually going to tell you to give me two to four golfers. So members only. I'm sorry to say this to those that aren't. Again, just to remind you, I am in a flood warning, and it's a thunderstorm up here. I could lose power at some point in time, but I need to get done so I can maintain the house to make sure that it's not pouring through all the cracks in the windows and stuff, which it already is. Behind the green screen, I already know I'm gonna have to pick up some water because I was timing it. I only had like 10 minutes before it started to pour through the little wedge that I've created. Copy and paste doesn't work. I don't think so. Let me check. That's kind of cool. It shows you how many months you guys have been members. No, it doesn't work that well. Thank you for asking, but that's it does not work. If I did not get your name, let me know. I don't want to leave out anybody. I don't think I have, but just double check. This is what, Travelers and PGA DFS Strategy roll call 1. Roll call. Okay. Let me know if I miss anyone. If you don't see your name up there, let me know. And then for members right now, go ahead, put your golfers in there. Always try the simple stuff. You're not wrong. All right, so Dennis is going to be the top for me. Why can I not? Weird. Okay, can't do it from there. We'll do it from here. Dennis, you're going to be the first one. I think Byron put something in there. Byron, if you're still in the chat, let me know, man. Put your golfers back up there and just keep them right here. I need to put a timer on this, but I don't have a timer. So I'm just going to spot check. I'm going to do 2 minutes a member building lineups. Here's what I ask for you. I'm just going to cruise through these. If I see golfers I don't like, I'm going to kick them out. If you see golfers that continue to pop up that you don't like, tell me to kick them out. Just say kick, like say Poston shows up, just say kick Poston. So simple as that. I'm doing 2 minutes a person. In the future, members will get like probably 5 minutes, I'd imagine. I think that's what I've been averaging when it comes to building lineups for you guys. So we'll go from here. And he wants Finau and Poston. Tony Finau, where he be now? He is with JT Poston. That's where he be now. All right. Poston's in group 7 and Finau's in group 2. 2 minutes. I'm going to hit you till 8:31 my time. First lineup that shows up is with Ludwig. Ludwig, Burns, Finau, Harman, Poston, Cammy Boy Davis. Not terrible. I should save these, right? Yeah, I should save these. Actually, I'm not going to review the lineup. Sorry, AJ. I will not be removing lineups. All right, Byron. Sounds good. Pavon, you want Pavon? Oh, I put Poston. You want Pavon. Gotcha. I see. Pavon. Where are we at? Matthew Pavon. There we go. Sorry, bud. I got you. All right. We'll start it over. Countdown starts over. We'll go 8:32. We're giving you like 30 extra, maybe 20 seconds. We get Ludwig, Finau, JT, or Jati as I like. We might as well call him Jati if he's playing with a Frenchman. Brian Harman and Poston. So Poston just shows up anyways. Boom. Got it. I'm going to kick out Poston though. 7,300. Boom. Kicking him out. Tell him Dennis. Wait, what's going on? C? As in like Siwoo? You want kick Poston Pavon? Anyways, you just continue to tell me. Scotty, Finau, Scott, Day, Pavon, Fowler. Okay, not terrible, but I'm kicking Fowler out. Hovland, Fleetwood, Finau, Henley, Jaeger. Ooh, I like that. That's a sexy lineup. Oh, these have exposures on them. That's kind of interesting. Let me change that. Oh, man. I like that, though. We were seeing different lineups, which is awesome. Like, this one is pretty good. Morikawa, Finau, Bradley, Im, Young, Pavon. I need to figure out a way to do that in the future so I can like show you different types of builds that go with it. Oberg, Finau, Harman, Scott, Day, Pavon. Did we already have that one? We did not. But I'm going to kick out Day. Oberg, Finau, Connors. Ooh, Harman, Zalatoris. I like Zalatoris this week, by the way. I know injuries are kind of scary, but I do like him. I'm kicking out Harman, and this will probably be the last one. Time is probably not on our side. Oberg, Finau, Connors, Young, Pavon. Not terrible. Kind of like that one a lot. And one non-Oberg lineup. And we hit 832, so we're moving on. Scheffler, Finau, Scott, Young, Pavon, and Eric Cole. Eric of the Coles. Okay. That was Mr. Ames. Going to Philip. Cantlay, Burns, Poston. Cantlay. Where are we at? Samuel Burns, and Jati Poston. Actually, just JT Poston. All right, we'll get you to 835. Cantlay, Matsuyama, Burns, Henley, Poston, Cammy Boy Davis. Looks like he's the popular 6K golfer this week. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Harman, Poston, Fowler. That's all right. Don't really care for Fowler, but we can throw him in there. That's fine. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Harman, Poston, Zalatoris. Don't think Willie Z can compete in a Birdie Fest. I don't know. This course is going to be softer-ish. I think that one's fine. This one was that same lineup, except it has Glover. Okay, so we're finding a core of 5. I don't know if you like those golfers. Personally, I can't stand Harman, but this one's fine. We're kicking out Harman, though. Cantlay, Matsuyama, Burns, Henley, Poston, and Cole. I almost call it Coaston. The you know, like those by the way, I'll add a minute onto this. You know those horror movies where you like hear someone's heart pumping? Have that above here. There's a sump pump going on in the window, and it's just reminds me of it. Not like it's creeping me out, it's just like it is very distracting. Anyways, Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Connors, Poston, Rose. Love that lineup. That's a great lineup. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Connors, Poston, Hadwin. I like Hadwin this week. Hadwin's in my dummy lineup. I do like him. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Benny Ann, Cam Young, and JT Poston. That's not terrible. Hate price tags together, but you know, we've seen it in GPP winning lineups and optimals before. I gotta get over it. Cantlay, Burns, Connors, Sungjae Im, Adam Scott, and JT Poston. That's pretty fine. Sungjae's getting the boot this time. It's actually a really good lineup. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, JT, as in Justin Thomas, and then JT Poston. This is a really good lineup. I actually, we're gonna color that one. We're gonna color it green for go. We like it. All right, two more good ones. Ooh, Tom Hogue, as Sina Jad used to call him, Tom Hogue, and Benjamin Griffin. Oh, we got more time. We can keep doing this. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, JT Poston. It's JT and JT Poston and Grillo. Kind of like that. That's fun. All right, last one. Chris Kirk. Sure, add him to the pot. Who cares? All right, Philip. Thank you, sir. We go to Daryl Mooney. By the way, if we can get to 25 likes, I will certainly give out 5 memberships. Just so you guys know. And that's got to be 25 likes while I'm still alive. I'm not sure exactly how long. I'm already way past where I thought I would be. I thought I was going to keep this under an hour. I was wrong. We are going with Xander, the Xander Zone. Patrick Leese. Name that movie. Patrick Leese. If you guys can tell me the movie where Patrick Leese is in, I'll give you a free week at SweetSpotDFS.com. 1 free week. You gotta sign up though. But if you can tell me what movie Patrick Leese. The scene is someone dies and is told that this person dies, and he goes, Patrick Leese. Tell me. First person to tell me. Not everyone, but the first person to tell me. Daryl Mooney's getting very specific. He wants 4 dudes. You got it, Byron. All right. 8:37. I'll go till 8:40 building these lineups. We get Xander, Cantley, Thigala, Day, Thorbjornsen, which means the son of Thunderbear, and Cammy Boy Davis. Of course, Cammy Boy Davis is going to be in there. I'm going to give a little bit of a boost to Mr. Michael Thorbjornsen, who is a stud, by the way. Stud. Is he still going to be the low guy? Okay, we need to give him a 300-point boost. He just got his tour card. He's going to be good. He hits the ball a mile. He's still not the... Jeez. Get out of here, Cammy Boy Davis. Philip, I was doing your golfers. Like I said, I'm quick. You got to be on your toes, man. On your toes. With clown music all the way through? Sheesh. All right. Whatever you say, Byron. We get Xander, Cantley, Thigala, Day, Thorbjornsen, and Cole. Should just call him Torbjornsen. That'd be the easier way to say it. We get Grillo to this. We get those 5 golfers. So Day, do you like Day, Daryl? If not, we'll kick him out. Well, we didn't have to here. We get Lowry and Shank instead of Day and whoever. Grillo it was. Sung Jae with Brendan Todd. We like Brendan Todd though. Honestly, Brendan Todd's also in my dummy lineup. I like Brendan Todd this week. J-Day with Lee Hodges. Don't necessarily care about that. That's fine. McIntyre and J Rose. All right. Sure. Get a little European flavor in there. J-Day, Torbjornsen, and Shamo. Shamo Power, same price tag as Torbjornsen. Ooh, Vic Perez. Okay, sure. And we got 2 more lineups, I think. Jake Knapp, Hard K. Hard K while he naps. And Svenny. There we go. Those are some decent lineups, Daryl. Moving on. Where are we at? AJ Love wants Kawa and Deki. Or the new motorcycle would be called Kawadeki. You're welcome. You can use that one. This motorcycle, I'm not sure where it's going to take you. Maybe it's going to take you off into the sunset. Who knows? Maybe it'll take you to green pastures of money. We'll see. We get Morikawa and Hideki Matsuyama. It was a little late with the drum, but, you know, had to put it in there. I'll go to 8:43. Starting now. Oberg, Morikawa, Matsuyama, Day, Jaeger, and Davis. I like that lineup. I'm actually going to bring back Jaeger. Cammy Boy Davis. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to put a 10% cap on all 6K golfers. I do not want... if you like Cam Davis, just know he's going to be used in your lineups. Okay? Just know. I don't want to see the same 6K golfers. This is what I was talking about earlier on. Build 10 lineups. You don't want to really anchor your lineups, or 10 lineups with golfers you want to anchor around to kind of weed out those 6K golfers that constantly show up, like Cam Davis. Not saying he'll be a bad play, but I just don't want to I don't want to see him. Stop. Like, just stop. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Scott, Young, J-Day. That's pretty balanced. Pretty good, though. Kawa, Matsuyama, Burns, Harmon, Day, Cole. That's fine. I'm not a huge fan of Cole this week, although I think it's okay. It's okay to play Eric Cole. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Benny Ann, Cam Young, and J-Day. I'm going to bring back Benny Ann. I'm actually going to kick out J-Day. J-Day has been in 33% of lineups. And it's probably going to go right to JT Poston. If that's the case, we're going to kick out Poston as well. Ooh, first small hands Tom Kim sighting. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Kim, Young, Fowler. Fowler's getting the boot. This next one's Morikawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Sungjae, Cam Young, and Steven Yeager. I like that lineup a lot. It's a pretty good lineup. Very good balanced lineup, by the way. Whoops. Whoopsies. Daryl, you are welcome, sir. Ooh, we put Zalatoris in this one. Kawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Im, Young, Zally. The Zally man. We like it. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Im, Young, J-Rose. It's all right. I'm not going to play that much J-Rose, to be quite honest with you, but whatever. Adding Hadwin. Sure, that mixes it up. You know what we're going to do for this stream? Everyone's getting a max exposure of nice. Okay? I know you all know what that means, so we are all putting it like that. They all have nice exposures. This should spice it up a little bit. Or not. Just kidding. I think it's because we've already built 42 lineups, so 69 is probably not a good number to have. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Im, Young, Pendrith. That's pretty good. We like that. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Connors, Harmon, Im, and Grillo. I don't mind that one. And we are at 843, so let me build two more. Two more quick ones. Putnam, you know what? Putnam's weird this year. I don't know why, but he's just not himself. Here's a good one. Good one to end on. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Harmon, Im, Young, and Chris Kirk. All right. Going to the next ones would be Scotty and Kawa from Mr. Eric Carnivore. Oh, back. Byron goes, hey, Darbo, thank you for doing this. I can only imagine the anxiety you are going through right now. I was stressed, like exhausted while I was trying to put the stream together. I wasn't sure. I went early because I have no idea what the weather's going to do. So I'm just trying to go as quick as possible. All right. So he wanted Scotty and Kawa. I love it. Mr. Scotty Scheffler and Colin Morikawa. So let's see what kind of lamps we can build using the most expensive golfer on the slate. We get Scotty, Morikawa, Scott, Day, Davis, Cole. Of course we do. Not gonna save it. I don't want to see. Okay. Well, I probably do need to save some of these. Scheffler. By the way, 8:47 is where I'm gonna get to Central Standard Time with your lineups. Scheffler, Morikawa, Harmon, Yeager, Davis, Schenk. Like it. Scheffler, Morikawa, Tom Kim. This might be one of my favorites. Cam Davis, though. I need to kick Cam Davis out. Maybe I need to put these at like 6%, 5%. Yeah, 10% is too high. Well, if they're all 69%, we're going 6% down here. And kick them all out. Get out of here. Oh, a bandaged heart. What's the bandaged heart for, Byron? Are you heartbroken, sir? Scheffler, Morikawa, woo! Kim, Jason Day, Adam Hadwin, and Jake Knapp. We like that. I don't mind Jake Knapp this week also. Scheffler, Morikawa, Day, Yeager, Glove, Hodges. I am not a Hodges truther, but you know what? Don't disrespect a 6K golfer. But also never fall in love with one. Scheffler, Morikawa, Scott, Hoagie, Yeager, and Got Her Up. Sure. I don't want to play any Chris Got Her Up, but sure. Scheffler, Morikawa, Siwoo, Jason Day, Fowler, Nick Taylor. Again, Nick Taylor and Goddard are 2 golfers I really don't want to play, but we will. I don't mind playing Webb Simpson, by the way. Scheffler, Morikawa, Lowry, Day, Grillo, and Simpson. That's fine. Got no issue with that. No issue whatsoever. Scheffler, Morikawa, Day, Dietrich, Jaeger, Davis, Riley. Love the lineup. Not sure about Davis Riley. I'm not sure if he's injured or whatever, but we shall see. Scheffler, Morikawa, Day, Penrith, Hadwin, and Putnam. No. 2 more good ones. Scheffler, Morikawa, Tom Kim, J-Day, Patrick Rogers, and Peter Malnati. You know what? Sure. You need some Peter Malnati in your life. Why not this week? And last one is Scheffler, Morikawa, Scott Day, Svensson, Rogers. So Scott Day is a combo I don't necessarily want to play all that much together. But this is fine. I'm not going to save it though. How do I determine or see the Marquee Tee Times? All right, good question before I go on to the next one. So basically what I do, I have a sheet. Let me pull it up. So I don't know if you're asking me how do you see the Marquee Tee Times? If you want to see the Marquee Tee Times, you can go to the cheat sheet to find them there. How do I determine them is a whole different question, I think. And maybe they're the same ones and I'm just not processing it correctly. But I have this input sheet, or I call it the engine that builds my spreadsheets. And basically I have this tee time page over here. First, I got to convert it from the PGA Tour to put it into this nice, easy format that I have then built formulas, not only to figure out what game number it is, but then I also have a calculation all the way over here to the side that, well, I guess, first of all, determine who's playing together, post that over here, and then add up their group score, whatever, you know, whoever's playing with each other. And this comes from the SweetSpot score. And then from here, I group rank it. And the only way to do that is to build a table over here that figures out all the matches and group ranks. I don't even remember how I put it together. It's just one of those things I sat down and I'm like, I know what I want to do. So I just built all of the formulas that went with it. And then just to show you, I'm going to actually close out of this. We don't need to see that anymore. If you just look, so group 1, you know, if you were to sort by game number, which I used to do in the way back when, which was a nightmare. If you add up the SweetSpot ranks over here, obviously the lowest cumulative score for the golfers in a group is going to be your best group more often than not. This equals 14, but so does Cantlay and Finau. That's also 14. I went and looked at the totals between the two for the SweetSpot score and found out that Morikawa and Hovland are actually above Cantlay and Finau. So it's group 1, group 2. I do this for every other group. So all the way down to Goddard all by himself. I rank order them. And I honestly, I don't have to do this manually. I have those formulas that I just showed you. Does it for me very simply. So hopefully that answered your question. All right, going on to the next one, we get Joanne. Joanne, I hope you're still in the chat. Cantlay and Burns, Mr. Burns. Nobody answered the Patrick Lease. Byron, god damn it, I was not live again. Did you do me? I didn't do you, sir. Byron had too many oh, he was drinking Twisted Teas? God, I gotta go up and get myself a beer after this. Just slurp down all the beers that I got. Montuckies. You gotta try out the Montuckies, Byron, if you haven't yet. All right. Cantlay and Burns for Miss Joanne. Cantlay, Burns, Connors, Harmon, Scott, Rose. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. we add Hadwin to that, which I also like quite a bit. I think Adam Scott probably needs... Oh, he's only been played... I've only chosen 14%? That's nuts. It feels like almost every lineup has him in it. Harmon, though. Harmon's in every lineup. And you didn't lock in Harmon, so I'm going to kick out Harmon right now. 39% gross. Am I able to get a lineup done? I'm only doing lineups for members. I'm trying to get this stream done as quick as possible. I don't mind if you send me an email and say, hey, can you build me some? It's just, there's so much uncertainty with my stream right now. I just want to get through this as fast as I possibly can. So yeah, you can send me an email. I got no problem with that. Anyone else can send me an email saying, hey, can you build me, you know, X amount of lineups? I'll use my discretion. Maybe it'll be 5 lineups, maybe it'll be 10, but I'll do my best. Next lineup is, by the way, Joanne, we'll go till 8:54. Cantlay, Burns, Connors, Day. Whoa. I got ahead of myself. I saw Adam Scott. Oh, Day is there. Dang it. All right, well, Adam Scott's getting the boot here, and that's fine. And sure, I'll save it, but man, the Scott Day combo. Hey, Ozzy's not terrible, but I don't need to do that. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Connors, Day, and a Jaeger. I like that lineup. I do like Jaeger this week. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Lowry, Cam Young, J-Day. You're welcome, Keith. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Benny Ann, Cam Young, J-Day. Sure. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Connors, Poston, Zalatoris. Again, no issue with Zalatoris this week. $7,100. Why not take the chance? Not terrible. Ben Griffin gets added to this one with Jason Day. That's fine. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Connors, Day, Kirk. I think we're going to kick out Day. I don't want to see that much Day. I do like that Russell Henley's being chosen. So if Harmon is not available, the optimizer chooses Henley, which is fine. This lineup is beautiful right here. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, M, Young, and Poston. If you truly think that Cantlay and Burns have a chance to win this versus Xander or Scotty or even Ludwig or Colin Morikawa, I guess, this is a beautiful lineup. Barry R, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'll probably play some clown music towards the end. I am rushing through this as quick as possible because I have no idea how long the stream is going to last. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Connors, Young, Dunlap. If you want context to that, check the beginning of the stream where I'm telling you about the weather forecast in my area, really the radar. One more good one, Joanne, and you got one here. Cantlay, Burns, Henley, Connors, Young, and Adam Schenk. We love it. Love it. Okay. So that was Joanne with Cantlay and Burns. Shot like Harden. Yeah. Philip goes, surprise, surprise. We all knew that Shot Like Harden was going to do this. Yeah, it makes sense. He wants, for those that didn't read the pinned chat, Scotty, and Sammy Burns. All right. Scotty and Sammy Burns. We get Scheffler, Burns, Henley, Poston, Cammy Boy Davis, and Cole. Not saving that one. Scheffler, Burns, Henley, Poston, Grillo, Davis. I'm also not going to save that one. I'm going to have to kick out Davis. Damn it. Okay. This lineup, though, isn't terrible. Shot Like Harden, if you like Davis, I think the lineup that I have on the screen is just fine. Scheffler, Burns, Scott. Oh, God, Scott Day. Okay, never mind. I'd take it back. So much Adam Scott J-Day. I'm probably going to kick out J-Day. How do you feel about that? I like Hadwin more than I like Fowler. I'm kicking him out. I'm also going to kick out J-Day. I don't know if you like J-Day, you tell me, Shalak Harden. I will bring him back. I got no issue doing that, but we're kicking him out. Love Grillo, hate Scam Davis. Well, then that just means I'm going to bring back Grillo for you. This lineup's okay. Not a huge fan of Putnam. I'm going to save it either way. Do you like Brian Harmon? Because Harmon's going to be shown quite a bit. And I'll build you lineups till 8:58. 8:59 maybe. We'll see. Scheffler, Burns, Harmon, Scott, Grillo, Webb, Simpson. Sure, why not? Could be worse. We're at a nice number right now in lineups built. Scheffler, Burns, Scott, Poston, Eckroat, and Adam Hadwin. Sure, sign me up. I don't mind that. Scheffler, Burns, Tommy Boy Kim, Small Hands Tom Kim. Sorry, Small Hands Tom Kim. Adam Scott Glover and Brendan Todd. All right. I don't have an issue with that. Do you want Adam Scott to show up a ton? Say, actually, it's not a bad place for Adam Scott. Ooh, Vic Pretz. We get Scheffler, Burns, Harmon, Yeager, Glover. This is a solid lineup. I like that lineup a lot. I like it a lot. Scheffler, Burns, Sungjae, JT Poston, Pendrith, and Knapper. I love it. Jakey Hardkay. Nick Taylor, I don't think so. I know I said, you know, don't disrespect a 6K golfer, but no thank you. Scheffler, Burns, Poston, Pendrith, English, Rose. That one seems pretty solid. Scheffler, Burns, Harmon, Scott, Power, Melnati. Probably not. Two more good ones for you, sir. You don't mind, Scott? Okay. Scheffler, Burns, Tom Kim, Adam Scott, Power, and Davis Riley. That's not terrible. I don't know what's going on with Davis Riley, but I kind of like it. Got her up. Okay. Scheffler, Burns, Scott, Poston, Hoagie. Got her up? Sure. All right, one more. Hey, I got no issue with it. Scheffler, Burns, Small Hands, Scott, Power, and Rogers. Patrick Rogers. He had an injury, just so you guys know. He had an injury for a while. Not sure where he is right now. We all say the same thing usually. If they're playing in a tournament, they must be healthy enough to compete. So, we shall see. All right, Shalak Harden, thank you for those. So, Harold Gould, since you are not a member, email me with your Oberg, Morikawa, Connors. Actually, you know what? I'll just write it down. I'll write it down. By the way, I'm also not going to provide timestamps. I don't think. Maybe I will. If I have the time, I'll provide. Yeah, if I have the time, I'll provide timestamps for the lineups. But I'm not sure if I'm actually going to have the time. So I'm sorry, Mr. Harry Gold. I am going to move on. What do we get? We get Ryan Henson. You still in the chat, sir? He wants a Xander and Patrick Cantlay, which is not a bad combo to go with. You'll see this with the combo buckets. Cantlay and Xander, not bad plays. Not bad plays. Harold, do email me because I don't know your email address. Email me or DM me on Twitter. Just be like, hey, can you build me 5 lineups with these guys? And I will do that. I'll try to make them different also. All right. We're at 9 o'clock. So, Ryan, we're going to 9:03. First lineup. Of course, it's got Cam Davis in it. Schauffele, Cantlay, Harmon, Day, Yeager, Davis. Sure. But we're kicking out Cam Davis. Not Yeager. Schauffele, Cantlay, Harmon, Day, Yeager, Todd. Love it. Love that lineup. Pretty good. Xander, Cantlay, Harmon, Day, Yeager, Lee Hodges. That's okay. Not terrible. Schauffele, Cantlay, Harmon, Day, Yeager, Schenk. Sure. Xander, Cantlay, Harmon, Straka, Fowler, Cole. Don't really care for that one. Shoffley, Cantley, Harmon, Day, Yeager, Knapp. Sure. I got no issue with Knapp at all. We add Griffin and Fowler with the 4 golfers that we have up here with Shoffley, Cantley, Harmon, Day. It's pretty fine. Very, very fine. Shoffley, Cantley, Small Hands, Benny Ann, JT Poston, and Davis Riley. Sure. It's got upside. I don't mind it. Shoffley, Cantley, Harmon, Day, Yeager, Nick Taylor. Yeah, why not? I'm not playing a lot of Nick Taylor, but why not add him when you can? I like this. We're going to bring back Hadwin, but we're kicking out Day. So much Day. I don't need to see Jason Day show up in all of these lineups. Shoffley, Cantley, Kim, Poston, Zalatoris, and Fowler. Hey, you want a different lineup? There it is. That's your different lineup. Shoffley, Cantley, Kim, Benny Ann, Poston, Patrick Rogers. Sure, why not? Paging Ryan Henson. Are you here, Ryan Henson? Shoffley, Cantley, Tom Kim, Benny Ann, Yeager, and Grillo. This seems like a lineup shot like Harden would like. I like that lineup quite a bit. Should I play the music? Should I play the music? Had to put that out there. Just feel like I don't have any time to do it. Xander Cantley, Benny Ann, Yeager, Adam Hadwin. Love that lineup, man. We love it. Love that lineup. My best lineup last week was Bryson, Burns, Decky, Finau, Batia, and Koepka as 6th screw. Yeah, there you go. Wind is going crazy over here in Iowa. I don't know what the wind is like. I'm in the basement, so I'm not exactly sure, but we're fine. It doesn't seem to be leaking too much. Thankfully. Thank God. We are at Xander Cantley, Tom Kim, Denny McCarthy. First McCarthy showing. J Rose and Glover. Don't mind that. One more good one since I've kind of been distracted. One more good one. That one I don't mind. I don't mind playing Webb Simpson, by the way. Definitely not a big fan of Putnam this week. Not a big fan of Putnam until he turns things around. Or Malnati. Come on, one more good one. Sure. There we go. It's different. 4 7Ks. Hey, we saw that in a pass optimal lineup. So there we go, Ryan. Xander, Cantley, Benny Ann, JT Poston, Dietrich, and Steven Yeager. Not terrible. All right, so those were Ryan's. Let me see. Let me scroll down. We got it. So, Byron, I'm going to give you a choice here. I will give you 1 minute, or no, I'll give you 2 minutes of lineup building with clown music, or I'll give you 3 minutes of lineup building without clown music. I will give you the choice. This is paging back 9 bets Byron. Do I even have that voice? I wonder if I have that voice. Actually, I would have to, oh, I do. I think I know how to do this. I go to properties, go to virtual mod, change on the voice change.
Paging Byron Lindeque. Byron, back 9 bets, Byron. I think it worked, right? You guys will give me the
laughing emojis or whatever. Oh boy. Okay, he wants the clown music. Well, let me mute this music. And we are going to put 2 minutes on the clock. I don't even know if I have 2 minutes on the clock.
You just made the list.
906. Boom. We just hit it. Okay. Whoa. Where is it? The music. Where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the music? Okay, here you go. These, this is lineups for Mr. Byron. I gotta put his golfers in here. That happens. First lineup for Byron Lindeque. Ludwig, Sammy Burns, Finau, Scott, Day, and Pavon. It's pretty good. Do you want Scott and Day, or would you like me to kick him out? We're gonna have to. I'm gonna kick out Jason Day. Don't mind him here, but he had been blacklisted before. We can also put him on that blacklist once again. This one, Oberg, Burns, Connors, Im, Poston, and Pavon. Gonna kick out JT Poston though. It's a lot of JT Poston. Everyone's gonna be on him this week because I think it's this time of the year for JT Poston. Does well at the Deere Classic, the John Deere Classic. I don't care. Oberg, Burns, Connors, Im. This is the best one yet. This might be one of the best ones tonight. Can't believe you, Byron. Oberg, Burns, Connors, Im, Cammy Boy Young, and Matthew Pavon. I like it. Oh, it's a duplicate. That's why I like it. See, the clown music's going perfect time. I think we kick out Cammy Boy Young. Heartbreaker, right? That's all he does is break hearts. No fee now. Okay, no fee now. Oberg, Matsuyama, Burns, Im, Pavone, and Benny Griffin. We're gonna get rid of Ben Griffin. The quicker I go through this. Ludwig, Sam Burns, Henley, Homa. We get a Homa spotting. Benny Ann and Pavon. You know what I feel like doing with this? I'm gonna do these last couple lineups. I mean, I think we're at time for 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put in Homa and Small Hands Tom Kim. Just seems right. We got, yeah, I think this is gonna be good. If it breaks, too bad. If not, yeah, it broke. Okay. Bummer, bruh. Wait. Is that because someone's playing with these guys? Tom Kim cannot be played with this lineup. Bummer, bro. Bummer. No matter how often I refresh, I'm always like 40 seconds behind. That sucks. Oberg, Burns, Henley, Homa, Benny Ann, and Matthew Pavone. Let me kick out Benny Ann, and I'll build you one more. That's going to be the end of this song. There it is. Done. Music is done. And it landed on Oberg, Burns, Connors, Im, Jaeger, and Pavon. Pretty solid. Leaving $700 on the table. That is a bit crazy, and that did deserve clown music, but we don't have it on. Thank you, Byron Lindeque, for the clown music. Let's turn on some music that just soothes the soul, right? By the way, the puking stuff yesterday, Byron, that was hilarious. Quickly, it turned into like a weird porno. I don't even know what that's called. Puking on each other. Byron was really into the puking on people in his stream yesterday. You should go watch it with Spencer and GS Luke, I believe. Alrighty, who's next? I think maybe one more. Lombardi Lee, what happened to your badge, man? You waiting for the free memberships, or what's going on? I mean, if so, that's fine. Lombardi, I can build you lineups behind the scene, but I have told everyone that you got to be a member in the stream tonight in order for me to build you lineups. If not, I can build you with email. For email. That's it. No more lineups. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at my combo buckets. And I'm going to try to figure out, well, first of all, it's Scotty. For me, it is Scotty. I'll build 4 lineups to make this 100. So it's Scotty for me. It's Scotty or Xander. Those are the two that I'm going to be going with. The 9K combo buckets that I want to see. Oh my God. How did you give Lombardi Lee? Byron, that's awesome, dude. That's pretty cool, man. Appreciate it, Byron. That's awesome. Lombardi, you better be thanking Byron. That's so crazy how it worked out. Okay. Well, we'll build lineups for Lombardi Lee. I feel that kind of I love it. It's great. It's cool. There are also 2 other people in the chat that didn't have memberships when they asked for their lineups to be built that were not gifted memberships. By the way, for those 2, Keith and Harold, it's completely random. It wasn't like not Shelly Carden. Byron was able to pick out Lombardi out of a hat. Where is Lombardi Lee? Where are we at? There we go. Okay. All right. Lombardi Lee wants Michael Thor, which is that. Yeah, that should be his name, right? Michael Thor. Torbjornsson. I'm also just going to kick out Cam Davis before he can even show up, because we know that's going to happen. He wants Michael Thorbjornsson, Siwoo Kim, and Jati, as in JT Justin Thomas. Not JT Poston, but Jati. Alrighty. First lineup, and we will go to 9-16. This will be my last one. I'll build a couple, but this will be my last one. Shoffley, Thomas, Harmon, Siwoo Kim, Jason Day, and Torbjornsson. Not terrible. We're kicking out Day. We don't want J Day in there. Get out. Get on, get. Shoffley, Thomas, Small Hands, Matty Fitzpatrick, Siwoo, and Thorbjornsson. That's kind of interesting. First time seeing Matty Fitzpatrick tonight. That is the first time. Xander Hovland, JT, Siwoo, and Tom Hoagie to go with Torbjornsson. That's pretty good. We like it. Me like it. Hovland, though, didn't even... Okay, I like it. I like that. I guess we got to kick out... we're going to have to kick out Hoagie, which is fine. We do not need to see a ton of Tom Hoagie. Joanne, good luck. Ooh, Nate Danger. What's going on, man? Xander, Henley, JT, Siwoo, English, Torbjornsson. That's a pretty solid lineup. I like that one. English is getting the boot, though. We get Shoffley, JT, Tom Kim, Max Homa, Siwoo. Okay, there it is. Probably end the stream on that one. That's like... That seems like a community lineup. You get Small Hands Tom Kim, who we all know is Byron's favorite guy. You know what? I feel like we need to do this. It needs to happen. I haven't done this in forever.
So we're gonna have to talk like this for the rest of the stream, because we have Small Hands Tom Kim shot, and it's exactly what we wanted. Small hands, Tom Kim, very, very small, but playing like he's got bigger hands. So it's very great, very good for Thomas the Tank Engine Kim. Very good. I think we go, I don't even know where to go from here. This is like the perfect lineup. I want to kick out Max Homa, because Max Homa's a loser. He's now the new Small Hands Tom Kim. Definitely. So we're gonna kick him out. And now, I thought we would get small hands top 10, but we didn't. Xander, Hovland, JT, Siwoo it's the perfect lineup. Another perfect lineup. There we go. That's it. Lombardi, those are GPP winning lineups. You tell me, I already know. I thought first, I thought to myself, hey, it's a GPP winning lineup. Well, we already know that. There it is. Do you need more than that?
All right, we're back. I hope the Trump filter worked. Otherwise, I look really weird there. I sound real stupid. I'm gonna finish the stream out building my favorite lineup. It's going to include Scotty. I'm looking at the 9K combo buckets. By the way, you're gonna want to go on SweetSpotDFS and become a paying member to see the combo buckets that I'm looking at right now. I get a choice between 3 golfers, and you're gonna be surprised to see who's at the bottom of the 9K combo buckets. I think I go Scotty Cantlay. It's that, or it could potentially be Hideki Matsuyama. I don't mind Matsuyama, by the way. I don't want to play Hideki. We'll see what kind of lineups start this way. Let me open up my 8K combo buckets and take a look. I will give one spoiler away. Brian Harmon is at the top of the AK combo buckets. Another spoiler I'm going to give away is the AK range just looks kind of miserable, to be quite honest. AK golfers don't seem to do very well at this event, but this is a signature event, so we also have to take that into account. I think we're, man, you know, I'm gonna go really expensive and see how it works out. We're gonna start with those 3 and just see what ends up spinning out. Maybe nothing does. You know, I'm okay with that. Ooh, we're telling the optimizer to select one 7K golfer. We're gonna have issues because if it does select a 7K, it's got to be 70. I mean, it's these low price guys with a 72, 71, or a 7K golfer. Is there anyone even worth playing? Probably Jaeger. Oh, Zalatoris, by the way. I have no issue playing Zally, man. Let's see if how that works out. I'll bring back Shank, but it looks like I'm gonna have to play a $6,300 golfer, most likely, and cheaper for both of my guys. Can't do that. Okay, can't do that. I'm gonna say no to Pendrith and just see what this spits out. If it doesn't do anything, yeah, okay, so it's very difficult to build lineups this way. Dietrich, Shank, Todd, I don't mind that one. Simpson is a replacement, that's fine. I don't mind Dietrich, honestly. There we go, Jake Knapp, like I said, don't mind that at all. Nick Taylor, I don't think so. I don't think so, pal. And then it breaks. So let me change up. I'm kind of giving away some of the answers here as to who the guys are that you can choose for the combo buckets, but kind of like this one. And we can do a little bit more. Hoagie, Perez, and Cammy Boy Davis. That's fine. I'm gonna have to bring back some of these other 6K golfers, I think, right? Jake Knapp and Shank. That's fine. I'll try to bring back Perez. Oh no, we just kicked him out. So this is definitely an option. Scheffler, Cantlay, Kim, Batia, Grillo, and Davis. I'm gonna kick out Davis. I don't want to see Davis that much. He makes things work, but I don't care. Scheffler, Cantlay, Kim, Scott, Shank, Todd. Okay, maybe. I don't think I want Scott that bad. Yeah, I'm gonna kick out Scott and bring those guys back. You know what I will do? Unless the stream just cuts off because power gets cut off, I will build lineups for the two guys that were still in chat. As long as you're still in chat, I will build you those lineups. Heath, if you're still in the chat, let me know. And Harold, if you're still in the chat, let me know and give me your golfers you want me to build lineups with. I'll go ahead and do it. Scheffler, Cantlay, Kim, Batia, Grillo, and Cole. Okay. So Batia's just getting the shaft here. I certainly don't want to play Eric Cole. Like if I'm building like limited lineups, I'm not anchoring around Cole. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna happen. Any love for Tom Hoagie and Brennan Todd this week? Yeah, I like Brennan Todd. I don't have a lot of love for Hoagie. Although it's actually it's a pretty good golf course for Hoagie, now that I think of it. This lineup's fine. Batia, Grillo, Shank. You should be building an arc, not lineups. You're right. I just want to see what these ones look like. And this is my gift to you guys, what my thought process goes. Okay, so this lineup here, I like a lot. These three golfers give me enough difference in how everyone else is going to be building lineups. But, I don't have the combo buckets up right now, but this guy was one of them too. I feel like an old man is going to win this week. I think an old man will contend, but I don't think an old man's going to win. And no shade towards you. I don't think an old guy's going to win. Now that you bring that up though, like Kevin Streelman used to always do well at this golf course. Brendan Todd, I think, is probably going to do well at this golf course now. So I kind of agree with you on that. Scheffler, Cantlay, Harmon, Batia, Davis, Shank. Again, Davis, get out of here. Get out. All right. 2 more minutes and I'm going to shut down the stream. Hoagie, one of the best birdie makers on tour, needs the birds this week. He is, but he also has just sucked recently. Now, if he's been making lots of birdies with bogeys, then I'll agree with you. Like, yes, if that's why he sucks, that's fine. I'll play him. But if he just hasn't been making birdies recently, then it's like, I don't know if I can actually. That might be a little too difficult. All right. So can't really do anything with Harmon and Cantlay. So the other 9K combo bucket that I'm really interested in playing is Hideki Matsuyama. Does this work? $400 savings probably gives me a little bit more options. Wyndham Clark, Cole and Goddard up. I don't think so. Don't mind this one. Horschel, Perez, and Riley. So this is why the sweet spot process is awesome. You get these weird combos. It's like I said, it's like a Goosebumps, like one of those old books that whatever decision you make affects the rest of the lineups you can build. So because I went with Hideki instead of Cantlay, gives me all different options. And I know most optimizers work that way, but mine doesn't work the way you think it does. Mine is based off of buckets. And it breaks. Yeah, I want to bring back Victor Perez. I don't remember who that last guy was to kick out. Let's take a look. Hodges, okay. So we'll do this, kick out Hodges, and then let's see what comes up. Maybe we quit. Maybe it's done after this. There we go. Sign me up. Horschel, Perez, and Rogers? Yeah, why not? You can still build more lineups. McIntyre, Perez, and Power. Sign me up. All right, man. Well, let me just catch up with chat, and then I'm out. I'm outie 5,000. Jim Luengo's Ken Duke. Ken Duke is not in the field, sir. Hoagie has the most total birdies on tour so far this year. So yes, lots of bogeys too. And that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we want birdie makers. All right, ladies and germs. Ooh, just heard a big thunderbolt there. So it is time. Thank you all for watching all the way up until this point. We're going to call her quits. So, I'm prolonging this. Thank you for... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe on your way out. And I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.